So it's summer solstice, and I thought I'd give a little pawpaw patch update. Here we are at Mountain Jewel in one of our pawpaw patches, and this is actually a wild grove that established on its own. I'm not sure if it was a raccoon, possum, deer, however it started. My guess is that it's actually one clone that has since propagated itself, which is fantastic. But for yields and production, not so great. Pawpaws need at least 2 separate individuals to pollinate each other. So our goal here is to first assess what we got, which is a bunch of pawpaws, understory of spicebush, a canopy of mulberry, hickory, walnut. Today we're going to focus on the pawpaw. And what we've done throughout the winter, I went and flagged trees 8 to 12 feet or so apart. And that gives enough room for growth for the branching, but it also allows for good pollination. Like I said before, they need 2 varieties, and it's bees do not pollinate pawpaws. It's flies and beetles. So they need to be fairly close because they're not very efficient at pollinating. So the next things we've done, 6 weeks ago or so, I've selected the most vigorous trees that I selected earlier. And this one happens to be a sunflower. This is a bark inlay graft, which works really well for large diameter rootstock. And essentially, I've cut it off fairly close to level at a slight pitch so rain will drain off. And then I've inserted 2 scions. And this is a good example because I've succeeded on this one and failed on this one. So it's always good to hedge the bets. This should heal out, and by fall, I'll be able to take all this. This is simply masking tape externally, and then internally it's grafting tape. So once that is sure to take, I'll make sure to go and write on a permanent tab on that one. So to give some context, here's what it looks like a little bit. We've been opening up. South is over here, so we might have to thin some of this canopy to bring in a little more sunlight. While pawpaws love understory to grow in, and they can grow fairly well, they often do grow in the understory naturally, they'll produce, up to 10 times as much fruit if you give them full sun. So come on over here and we'll see another, in my opinion, pretty exceptional graft. And I said, this is about 6 weeks ago, and that's already put on 2 feet of growth. The seedlings I have in the ground, the biggest one put on 2 feet in a year. And I've been watering and fertilizing this. This has received 0 attention. And can we just, so this is one of the best benefits of using existing rootstock is that there's this, but then there's also the whole colony that's actually supporting the growth of this one tree. So this is outstanding. There's no way that one tree could grow this much in one sitting, in one season, I should say, but all of these trees contribute to it. So stay tuned as we evolve this patch. We'll be thinning some more out, adding some more cultivars, and adding a little complexity by increasing the diversity in the understory as well as working on the overstory. So thanks for tuning in.